A child falls 30 feet into a hollow tree. Everyone expects tragedy, but what happened inside that tree cannot be explained. Not by doctors, not by reason. Some call it impossible. Others call it heaven. Annabel Beam was born in Texas, a smiling little girl full of joy. But as she grew, her family noticed something was terribly wrong. She had a rare, devastating digestive disorder. Her body couldn't properly process food. By the time she was 5, meals were a source of agony. Severe abdominal pain left her curled up on the floor, sometimes for hours. Hospital visits became routine. Doctors inserted feeding tubes, prescribed countless treatments, but nothing truly helped. Her parents, Kevin and Christy, prayed endlessly. Christy would kneel by her daughter's bedside, whispering, "Jesus, please heal her." But as the years went by, Annabel's condition only worsened. She told her mom once, "I just want to die and go to heaven so I won't hurt anymore." Imagine hearing that from your child. Imagine carrying that weight day after day with no cure in sight. Then, one ordinary afternoon in 2011, everything changed. It was a bright Texas day, and Annabel was climbing an old cottonwood tree with her sister. Kids had climbed that tree countless times before, but this time a branch gave way. Annabel plunged 30 feet, head first, into a hollow trunk. Her sister screamed. Her parents rushed out. For 15 minutes, Annabel was trapped, wedged deep inside, motionless. Rescue workers scrambled, fearing the worst. When they finally pulled her out, to everyone's shock, she was alive. Not only alive, she seemed strangely calm. Later, when asked what happened during those terrifying minutes, Annabel said something extraordinary. She had left her body. She had been lifted into heaven. Annabel described walking through a field of unimaginable beauty. Flowers brighter than any colors on earth. Air filled with peace so pure it could be felt. She said she saw Jesus himself. He told her she would be fine, that when she returned, she would no longer be sick. Annabel didn't want to leave. Heaven was too perfect, too whole. But Jesus assured her that her purpose wasn't finished and that she must go back. When she opened her eyes, lying in her parents' arms, she whispered, "I went to heaven. And Jesus told me I would be healed." At first, her parents dismissed it as shock or imagination. But in the days and weeks that followed, they began to notice something impossible. Annabel's digestive illness, one doctors said would never improve, vanished. She ate food without pain. Feeding tubes were no longer necessary. Test after test confirmed the unexplainable. Her body had somehow reset. The child who had once begged for death now ran, laughed, and lived a normal life. Her story spread quickly. Doctors, pastors, and skeptics all wanted to know, how could this happen? Science offered no answers. But Annabel was certain. She said simply, "Jesus healed me." Years later, her story was retold in the book and film Miracles from Heaven. Yet the truest testimony wasn't Hollywood. It was Annabel herself, smiling, eating, living the life she had once been denied. Today, Annabel Beam continues to thrive. Her journey reminds millions that suffering isn't the end, that sometimes in the darkest moments, heaven breaks through. Her fall into the hollow tree should have ended her life. Instead, it marked a new beginning, not just for her, but for countless people who hear her story and find hope. And so, the story of Annabel Beam isn't only about a little girl healed. It's about faith rewarded, prayer answered, and a glimpse of the unseen world that surrounds us. If this story moved you, imagine how many others need to hear it. Share Annabel's miracle with a friend. Leave a comment about what you believe. And don't forget to like and subscribe to Lanes and Lanterns. Every story we tell shines a little more light into the darkness. And you are part of that lantern's glow.